And welcome back to Tokyo Tuesdays, the segment in which I head to the Tokyo Disney theme parks to sample and review every last eatery. For our 25th episode, we're finally headed back to Fantasyland to visit Village Pastry. To find Village Pastry, head into the World Bazaar. Continue going straight towards the palace until you pop out the other side. Veer to your right and continue your general path back towards the palace. Before you reach the palace itself, though, turn right. Continue down this path in the vague direction of Toontown, but take the first left you're able. Continue on this path back around towards the rear of the palace. You're now in Fantasyland. Continue towards the back of the park. When you see King Arthur's Carousel, turn right. Pass by Alice's Tea Party on your left and Mickey's PhilharMagic on your right. Keep a close eye out, because it's very easy to walk past this location, but Village Pastry will appear on your left. Village Pastry is a cute little wagon-esque location. It's very simply colored with primary colors as well as green trim. While the stand is very simple in concept, what few elaborations they've used in their decorations are very effective. The entire thing looks very convincingly wooden, though I can tell from having touched it that not all of it is. Lines can spring up in an instant at this location, so be prepared for a wait. Alright, we are at the Village Pastry, which is one of those locations that seems like it should be a cart location, but is actually a counter service location. They only have one thing on the menu, and that is Tipple Torta. I have never had a Tipple Torta before. It comes in two flavors, sweet potato and chocolate. The sweet potato smell is very, very prevalent in this entire area. I went with the chocolate because I'm not really a big fan of sweet potato, and I'm really hoping to like this. So that's the stop behind me. The line is absolutely immense right now. I apparently got here just in time because the line exploded behind me. So let's try this before it cools off. A bit dry. Oh, but there's a center of some sort. Let's keep going. Oh, the rain's kicking back up. Just a sec. So far the Tipple Torta is good, but nothing very impressive. It's very dry. I don't recommend it without something to drink, though luckily there are drinking fountains right next to the cart. I mean, I don't want to be cruel, but it's kind of like a cookie that you would get on the airplane. Dry, hot, very chocolatey. I don't know, it's good. If you're in the mood for something chocolatey, this is definitely it, but I wouldn't get it without a drink. It's nothing that special so far. Ah! Rain! Alright. I'm gonna finish my Tipple Torta in a bit, and I will see you in a few. Home and out of the rain, it's time to review. Service. Service is a 3 out of 5. They had 2 employees working this cart-esque counter location, but given the limited menu, that was more than enough. I was doing sort of a juggling act with my wallet, my camera, my umbrella, and my bag when I got to the front of the line. And while I had exact change ready, I couldn't quite get my wallet to go back into my bag one-handed. The employee working the counter, though, was all smiles, and any pressure I felt to hurry up, due to the giant line behind me, was due entirely to myself. She told me to take my time and was very kind. So, 3 out of 5. Atmosphere. Atmosphere is a 3 out of 5. They did an amazing job decorating this cart. Or counter, I guess, since it's a counter service location. It really looks like it could have just rolled out of a fairy tale, or possibly from a ye olde circus. It's decorated all the way around, front, sides, and back, and a lot of attention to detail was taken. So you'd think that it would be a 4 out of 5. Well, when I visited, all of the cast members working there were wearing Queen of Hearts Banquet Hall uniforms, which was odd. The Queen of Hearts Banquet Hall uniform is very specific to that location, to the point where they have the initials for the Queen of Hearts on them. So seeing them at this location was very odd. There's gotta be a more generic Fantasyland uniform that they could have worn, if not one specific to this location. I don't know. It's probably nitpicky, but it bothered me enough that I had to knock it down from a 4 to a 3. Price point. Price is a 2 out of 5. The Tipple Portal will run you about $3.60, which isn't bad for such a unique snack. However, the quality of that snack, combined with the fact that you're almost definitely going to have to hunt down a drink to pair with it, sort of lowers the value. 2 out of 5. The food itself. The food is going to be a 2 out of 5. I was so disappointed in this location. I googled Tipple Portal when I got home to find out if it was a dessert that I'd not heard of before, and they must have changed their recipe sometime, because the photos I saw of what the Tipple Portal used to be at this location versus what I experienced were not at all comparable. What I had was a very dense, very dry dessert with a very narrow center of molten chocolate. And that's not bad, but it's also not Disney good. 2 out of 5. Overall rating. Overall, this gives Village Pastry an average rating of 2.5, which is a very nice, precise number. We'll leave it there. The lineup. With a 2.5 out of 5, this ties Village Pastry with Tokyo Disneyland's popcorn cart number 3 on the master list. I'm going to slot it in just above the popcorn cart because you can get popcorn just about anywhere. While Tipple Portal, as disappointing as it may have been, seems to be a unique experience to Tokyo Disneyland. So that'll earn it 21st place on the master list. Meanwhile, over on the counter service list, it'll come in just below Plasma Ray's Diner at 17th place. So that's it for this week. Come back next week if you want to find out where I'll be then. If you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave those down below. We'd love to hear from you. Give this video a big ol' thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like what we do. We'd surely appreciate it. If social media is more your flavor, you can find links to that in the description box below, and I will see you next week for another Tokyo Tuesday.